Heads up, guys. So we're continuing with our Everlasting Summer series here. It's going to start right back where we are. So I thought I could not be the only one who came here. But buses don't drive themselves. I examined the bus from all sides to make sure it wasn't a hallucination. Bits of dirt at the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint, worn out tires. No, this is definitely not an ordinary Icarus. Yeah, exactly the kind of bus which takes you places beyond your understanding if you carelessly fall asleep. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself sporadically. What? It came because it wasn't the right place or time to laugh. But where on earth is the driver? I cautiously sat down at the curb beside the bus and started to wait. My patience didn't last long. My anxiety seemed to have reached a peak and I started to get slightly mad. In such a situation, anyone would have probably felt something similar. Aliens, parallel universes were gone from my imagination, leaving only a void and darkness. Is this how everything will end? How my life will end? But I wanted to do so much. There were so many things I had no time for yet. I was overwhelmed by the idea this was definitely the end. But why? It's not fair. Surely I'm no worse than anyone else. God, why? The eye blinking thing is really weird. Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I curled up and started to roll in the grass. Why? What did I do? Why me? But my cries were only heard by speechless statues of the pioneers and a bird on a tree, which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared to interrupt its after-dinner nap. I was left breathless from weeping and laying quiet, sobbing occasionally. Seriously, like, what? Sorry. Hey, put tiger balm on my forehead, not my hands, and now it's on my forehead. Oh, this is going to actually turn burn. After a while, I managed to pull myself together. My mind cleared up a bit, as if terror and fear of death gave me a little break. All in all, if someone wanted to kill me, what is all this for? It doesn't look like an experiment either. If this is just some crazy coincidence, then there's probably nothing. Anyway, for now, it seems there's no danger. I cannot talk. Cannot read this at all. The panic was soon gone. Of course the blood was still pounding in my temples and my head was still shaking, but at least I could think clearly now. Right now, there's nothing I can really change anyway. So no matter how much I think or how mad I get, it would only make things worse. Until actual facts appear, there's really no point in making guesses. In any case, I won't learn anything by lounging around here. This camp, if of course it really is a camp, looked like an old place where people could be. So I decided to go there, and I hardly had reached the gates when a girl came out from behind them. People! There's people! Yay! Sorry, wearing a pioneer uniform. How did you... My logic didn't let me down this time. Then again, the pioneer uniform in the 21st century. And then again, a girl here. I froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. running as far as I could from this place, far from the bus, gates, statues, far from this bloody bird with its siesta? Siesta. Siesta. That's an interesting word to use in this game. Siesta. Just running free like the wind, faster and faster, having the planets pass by, winking at the galaxies. Okay, now you're totally going overboard here. Running, become a pulsar ray and turn it into vesicle radiation, running to face the Yes, that's exactly what I want to say when I want to run. I want to turn into something to run away. Seriously. Run no matter where, as long as it's far away from this place. Well, the kingdom of far away is far away. Meanwhile, they came closer and smiled. Yeah, Joe, I don't like that. I don't like that. Nope. I could not help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. Human instincts work independent of consciousness. While only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive responses, the remaining 95% are always busy sustaining life, in particular ensuring stable functioning of hormonal system. Oh no! Oh, please, Mr. Wizard. Oh, jeez. Talking about running away from this place and the girl, oh, you do 5% of... Please. I'm already losing it. The second video and I'm already losing this game is just gonna get me again. Oh, here we go. A little better. I desperately wanted to get less complicated and stop thinking of formal quotes from an encyclopedia. Although my thoughts appeared one by one, being stupid, out of place, and as if taken from an internal monologue of a hero of some jerky softcover crime fiction book. Not helping yourself. No. A pretty Slavic face, long braids that look like 2 armfuls of fresh hay, blue eyes you could drown in. Oh. Sorry, my hair's stuck in my headset doesn't sit too well. Need a hat. Hi, you must have just arrived. Hello, Pioneer Girl. Don't reply. Don't reply. Yeah, I guess my name's Simeon. I guess I'm Simeon. I didn't realize that. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good. Alright then, welcome. Huh, Jesus. Okay, my pointer's in a weird spot. Okay, I'm just gonna move that. She smiled. Strange. It looked as if she just had if I had just a normal girl in front of me. I should never have returned here. The woods, the fields seem better. What? What is this crap? Oh. But what shall I do next? Try to speak to her if she was human? Or run away? Or what? Blood was pumping and really in my head, tearing it apart from inside. A little bit more. The poor Barnabas would be splattered with the gruesome contents of my skull! What's so funny about that? What? Huh? I have no idea what's going on anymore. So, okay. So, there's the inner monologue, which is a squiggly line, which I'm doing in a nice soft voice. There's the regular lines, which aren't speaking, they're my thoughts, but... so there's an inner monologue, which is the squiggly line, and it's stupid. It's totally blown my mind apart. There's the other lines where it's like giving the feelings, but it's not inner monologue, but it's just telling the story. And then there's me talking. And there's all like 3 different things going on. Then she's in here, and she's just... Ah! I don't know. The girl looked me over. I sent shivers down my spine, and my knees started to tremble. Nothing. Great then. Great? What was so great about that? Suddenly a thought crossed my mind. To hell with all of it. Forget about the bus behind me. The fact that it's winter yesterday and summer today. I wanted to rip off my itchy sweater and accept this all actually happening. Everything is as it should be. All of this is for the best. Would you happen to know? You should go to the camp leader. She'll tell you everything. Look! You go straight ahead to the square, then turn left. You'll see several small cabins. She pointed to the gates as if I knew what was behind them. Dmitrova is a a derivative of a person's father's name in case put by Russians after the person's first name as a sign of respect or formal address. Well, you can go to somewhere where Olga Dmitrova's cabin is. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry, guys. Got it? Of course I didn't. What I do? Ah! Well, I gotta go now. If it hee-hees, I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. The girl waved her hand at me and disappeared through the gates. I was I could just hear my hee. It seemed as if to her I was something ordinary? What? And all this show with the bus and the travels while awake or asleep were troubling only to me, while everything here is just the way it's supposed to be. I think you're dead. Gotta guess that. Camp leader, pioneer uniform. What are they Are they doing a historical reenactment here? I hope I wouldn't find Lenin standing atop an armored car in this square. I'm sorry, I can't read that. I hoped I wouldn't find Lenin standing atop an armored car in this square. But even that wouldn't surprise me right now. After standing alone for a while, I headed into the camp. Hey, look, I found it. A mere 50 meters ahead, a small one-story house popped up onto the left. A sign near the door said clubs. That says something not clubs, though, but that's just the instruction. I was about to come closer. Aye. Creepily. Suddenly, the door opened. A short girl wearing a pioneer uniform carrying him out. Hi. How you doing? Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering for a fate of the whole mankind with the truly universal soul. I've already just... You've seen the girl for 2 seconds. And she has an I quote... Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering for the fate of the whole of mankind with the truly universal sorrow. What? What? I am not getting very far in this game. As soon as she saw me, the girl froze, as if frightened. Hi. My name's Doctor. I can do that eyebrow rock thing. Wait, I froze too, considering what was the best to do. To approach first or wait until she showed some initiative. Or maybe run away after all. Although the last option was convincingly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct, at least that's what I'd like to believe. Not the worst human instinct, but by far the most logical. What is this? What is this? Why am I getting in touch with mankind feelings in a game? Does Mr. Wizard keep talking? This instinct played poker against deductive abilities. The outcome would be predetermined. It keeps going like this. Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard who wrote this game, please stop. We are normal people. Please talk like a normal person. Not Mr. Wizard talk. That would be great. Thank you. And those deductive abilities, or at least there's some, we're hinting that means no need to be afraid of this girl. Okay. Go. Suddenly someone jumped out from near the bushes. Hi, little Soviet Russian shirt girl. A girl wearing a bright t-shirt with the USSR written on it. Such a perfect reproduction of age. She looked quite short from a distance and was probably younger than both Pioneer girls. And the one at the gates and this girl at the door of the clubs. At last I decided to come closer, but the USSR, as I called her, my mind jumped towards the first girl and started telling her something while wildly waving her arms. Waving her arms! The other girl then in turn seemed confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I would have probably continued to observe their amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the first girl's face. This something turned out to be a grasshopper. What? The first girl squealed. No, shouldn't she squeal? You just wrote it in the thing that she talks and she squealed. So you don't have to say that she squealed after she squealed. She must not have been too keen on insects, as she instantly ran off towards a place where Lenin presumably made his speech about the workers and the peasants' revolution. Oh, written jokes, these are good. Oh, man. That's not to say towards the square. And you ran away! And the USSR girl glanced at me, grinned peacefully, and then dashed after her. Bye, USSR girl. Bye, club girl. Not a bad start to the day. I have absolutely no clue where I am. Besides that, there are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. And as far as I can tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from my home. And you've met a camp with 3 girls in it, and 0 guys. And you're concerned about that you're away from your home. You probably haven't talked to a woman in, probably 10 years. Except for work. And you have 3 girls in a gated... Okay, I'll just stop right now. It might even have been a different reality. And this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me seemed so real, if all embellished, that I was starting to think the fact that my previous life could have been just a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? Why do we have the 3? We have the inner monologue, the action in my head thinking but not monologue crap, like trying to get a story, and me talking. This one and this one could just be pushed together. It'd be so much easier. What am I doing? I was picking at the cracked paved stones with my shoe and started aimlessly at the club's building. Just a few more seconds before I have to come to with some decision. That's when I recall myself rolling in the grass weeping. I cringed in disgust. Perhaps it's another instinct. When all the energy of whimpering self-pity is used up, the body either goes into hibernation or metabolizes its reserves. Mine seemed to have chosen the second option because out of the blue, some found the determination to figure out what was going on. Yeah, I kind of want to figure out what's going on too, buddy. And in order to do that, I had to act like a man, like a human, to maintain the dignity of the representative of my own world. What? This is just going more similar. I followed the path to the left. On the right side stood small cabins, apparently the homes of the local pioneers. Actually, they're quite cozy from the outside. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I had never been part of its children's organizations, neither the pioneers or even the young October children. I managed the daily life of a typical pioneer camp was a bit differently. Huge barracks with long rows of metal bunks, wake-up calls at 6 o'clock, played by a siren, 1 minute to make your bed, then join the formation at the drill square. Or wait, could I be confusing it with something else? Suddenly, something struck me on the back. I staggered, but remained on my feet, turned around, and prepared to fight heroically for my life. It's another woman. Oh, hey, hi. That's now 4 girls. No guy. Winning. But all I found was another girl standing before me. Hey. My mouth hung open in surprise. Pick your jaw up off the ground. I closed my mouth. The same pioneer uniform. What she was wearing, it looked, let's say, provocative. Like all girls I had met here before, this one was rather rude, but her overly arrogant expression killed my desire to let her know the better. New hair, are you? Fine, see ya! She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. Oh. See ya! Being very bad at this, aren't I? I waited for the pioneer girl to turn at the corner. Who knows what else she might have been up to. Well, interesting was that even this hostile girl seemed completely normal to me. She did not give off a feeling of some deadly danger. Why would you think something you're in danger? You man, who do you pay for your thing? Okay, man up, buddy. Except maybe the danger of being punched in the nose. I hate this guy. Hey, look, it's a statue of a dude. At last I managed to make it to the square. There was no Lenin on an armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all this had happened. Instead, however, a monument of a certain comrade towering in the middle of the square, the letters of the pedestal read Jenda? Jadida. Terrible Russian, sorry guys. Must be some big figure in the party. There were some small benches on the side. It's quite pleasant here. I'm totally screwing something up because I'm totally wasn't it? Where did that girl tell me to go? There we go. To the left or the right? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And why am I going here anyway? Alright, I decided to pretend to be normal. Oh. That's fine. So, to the right! That's cameras. That's left. That's right. Right. This way. Go that way. He's going right. Yeah, remember, I'm opposite of you, so that's getting used to this camera thing. Through a small grove. You are going to end up in the forest, and you are going to get lost. I'm going to let you know that right now. That came out at a pier. She didn't say I'm at a pier. You went the wrong direction. I was left. I must have taken a wrong turn. Make your footsteps. Hey, wrong way. I turned towards the place. Oh, hey, I like this even better. The first girl stood before me. Now, what did I tell you? To take a left to the square, wasn't it? She had changed from her prior uniform to a bikini. Hi. Oh, I still haven't introduced myself. Yeah, that'd be good instead of just Pioneer Girl, because there's like 3 of you. Oh wait, there's Pioneer Girl, 1 of you. There's Club Girl. There's USSR Girl. And there's Mean Pioneer Girl. My name's Slava. Slavia. I'm gonna butcher that about 800 times. I forget what shit. Actually, my full name is Slovenia. Don't call me Slava. Slavia. So you can too. I totally forget that. Yeah. I still feel a little bit confused, so I could not come up with a more meaningful answer. Classic. And what's your name? I felt like she could see right through me. Simeon. Way to be at least. Nice to meet you, Simeon. Alright, I'm almost done here. Could you wait here a minute? I'm going to change, and we'll go to all of our Gamertags together. Agreed? Agreed. After this exchange, we ran off. I sat on the pier and let my feet hang into the water. That was actually kind of fun to do. I was wearing heavy winter boots, but in such weather, there was nothing wrong with getting my feet. Furthermore, to let me cool myself. Looking at the river, I was brainstorming and processing everything that has happened. If this is some kind of conspiracy, it's a weird one, even too friendly at times. No, it really looks like more of a random event. Some entirely improbable random event. Shall we go? Oh, exactly. Slavia was standing beside me, dressed in the Pioneer uniform again. Let's go! I've been here for a very short time, but all the people I've met, she looks at least suspicious. Why do people look so... I gotta keep doing that. However, the fact is already suspicious itself. We walked to the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me in the back were standing, chasing each other. Is there some kind of game they're playing? Olga, enough running. I'll tell everything to Olga. I'm just gonna say Olga because I know it's there. Aye, aye, Captain! Oh, jeez. What is this game doing to me? People were telling me names and I'm like, I haven't got that far in the game. People like the first video, like, oh, this been good. I did, I'm not. I'll look at your comment, but don't tell me anything, okay? Don't tell me anything. Oh, we're gonna do our time anyways. Oh, let's see. You. How about you? I decided not to question Slavia for a while about what was going on or the local residents. Better meet with the mysterious Olga first. Sounds like she's the boss here. We walked past rows of almost identical kennels, some of which looked like fat beer barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. Finally, Slavia stopped in front of a smallish, one-story cabin. It looked like an artisan painting, a faded painting, chipping here and there at age and sparking the sun. The window shutters, slightly ajar, were swayed almost unnoticeably by the huge lilac bushes were growing at the sides. It seemed as if the ramshackle hut was drowning in a storm of purple silk, and the lilacs, like some elements' force, were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. What are you standing around here for? Let's go! Let's not go, and that'll be the next video, guys. So I'll see you hitting, like I said, time limit in about 30 minutes for all these, because before I did 2 long videos, I think people weren't watching them. So see you next video, guys. Bye!